Since Loma retired, I wanted to go back and rescore his most controversial fight, Loma versus Devin Haney. And I'm not gonna lie, this was a good fight. I forgot how good this fight was. But let's go ahead and start off with round one. I feel like Dev took the lead this round. Loma, he had his spots. He had his spots. I'm not gonna lie. But Dev work was definitely at a higher rate than Loma's, and he was landing more than Loma. His body shots this round were absolutely beautiful. If it feel like he focused on the body this round, and Loma tried to come back with some flurries, didn't really land anything to be honest with you. A couple of them landed, but every time he tried to come back with a flurry, Dev will smother his work. So this round goes to Devin Haney. With round two, I think it's sort of the same on round one. Dev really took control of the round and was coming forward. I think that was the game plan from the start off to come forward and have Loma boxing on his back foot and keep him at range. Loma did pick up his activity and he was landing, good amount of punches. To be completely honest, a lot of people were saying this was a close round. Me personally, I didn't think it that way. Loma did pick up his activity, but I feel like Dev work was just way better. He was landing to the body, he was landing to the face, he was jabbing good, he kept his range. And when Loma was trying to come in, he would smother Loma's work and hold him. Or he'll smother his work and counter him just like he did there. So I really don't see how it would be a close round. But Loma did have his moments, I'm not gonna lie. But this round to me is also Devin Haney. Round three, another great round with back and forth action. Most of these rounds were really back and forth action. That's why I say it was a great fight. It was some rounds where they stepped off the gas, probably two or three rounds, but it really wasn't much. As far as round three, I can see that Loma, he found his distance. He can finally hit his punches. He's being explosive. He know what punches to throw. Earlier in rounds one and two, he wasn't throwing a straight left as much as he was or should have been. And it seemed like in this round, Haney couldn't get away from the left. Every time he threw it, he landed it almost every single time. And he was getting inside. The difference, another difference I've seen in this round is Dev, he decided to fight off the back foot for whatever reason. I guess to, give Loma different looks, but it obviously wasn't working. He might have started it way too late. So I gave this round to Loma. Round four sort of looked like round one to me. Dev went back to walking his man down and landing a lot to the body. In this round, I did notice Dev was countering way better than he was in round three. In round three, he was getting hit by a lot of stuff and wasn't really countering. This round, he was getting hit, but not as much as he was in round three. And also he was countering when Loma missed. So pretty easy round to score. I would give this one to Devin Haney. This fight really made me remember how Dev used to fight, man. I'm not gonna say that Ryan Garcia fight really messed him up, but he used to be good, man. In round five, it's sort of the same thing, man. Dev just going to the body and Loma not finding his range. He found his range in round three, but he just couldn't find his mark since then. I'm gonna tell you what I think is happening. I think those body shots are starting to catch up with him. For some reason, Loma he's known for starting off slow and then finally coming on at the end, but he didn't really necessarily start off slow in this fight. And I don't think he's ever been hit to the body like this. This is like Dev is targeting the body on purpose. I don't know who told him to target the body, but it's obviously working. So I give this to Haney. Another thing I would like to note out is you can tell that Loma don't be hitting anything when he throws his flurries for the most part. Dev defense on Loma's flurries have been working so far. As you can see, he just smothers it. When he doesn't smother it and just goes straight back, that's when he gets hit. But if he smothers Loma's work, he's not going to get hit. Round six, a lot of the same body work and face work. Loma came on a little bit, but Dev work was way better because it was more consistent. Loma would throw a flurry and not hit anything, or Dev would counter or smother the work. Dev would come back with body shots, face hits to the head, all stuff like that. So this round also goes to Dev. Now I already have it 5-1 after six. All Dev got to do is win two more rounds, and he wins the fight on my scorecard. And my scorecard looks very, very similar to one of the judges' scorecard. But let's go ahead and get into round seven. Very definitive round in my eyes. It was all Loma this round. Dev couldn't land anything of consequence like he was trying to land body shots, wasn't working. Trying to land head shots definitely wasn't working. Loma combinations was landing. I think he didn't really switch up anything. I think he just found his distance. He just found his distance. So this round goes to Loma. Now remember what I said. Loma usually likes to come on in the later rounds. And it was clear that's what he did this fight. It seemed like Dev was getting tired because he was fighting with his mouth open. He wasn't fighting with his mouth open earlier. Even though he was hitting Loma with all these body shots, wasn't really slowing Loma down. I think he was just I'm not gonna say that's what he was doing, but what I think he was doing is he was just downloading data and he was just catching up. He caught up with everything Dev was doing. So this round also goes to Loma. Round nine, such a good action-packed round. Loma building his way back. He's only down 5-3 on my scorecard at the moment, and they are just going back and forth. One thing I did notice in this round, Loma was started, but Dev would finish it. That's what he wasn't doing in the last two rounds. I don't know if he was just tired or he couldn't find his mark, but it seemed like Loma would start it and Dev would finish it with a counter, or he'll smother Loma's work. Dev will also start it and finish it. So that is the main reason I would give the round to Dev Haney. They both of their work was good, but I feel like Dev work was better because he was starting it and finish it, and when Loma was starting it, Dev was finishing it. After nine, Loma needs to win all three of these rounds just to get a draw. And it looks like that what he was trying to do. This round was absolutely beautiful for Loma. Dev was working good, but it wasn't as much good work that Loma was having. And I feel like Loma also hurt him this round. So I got to give it to Loma. Now, round 11, as you can see, we know Loma did hurt him this round with that. Dev wasn't expecting that. That was just a different combination that Loma never really threw. And it seemed like from that point on, Loma couldn't miss and he was manhandling Dev. And he was showing him that he was just a stronger man. Dev was trying to box on the back foot. Wasn't working. Loma cornered him and was just going teeing off. And to be completely honest, I don't even think Dev landed any punches this round. It was all Loma. So gotta give this round to Loma. After 11, I have it 6-5 Devin Haney. Loma needs to win this round just to get a draw from my scorecard. In round 12, it seemed like Loma took the round off to me. I don't know what was said in the corner, but he just didn't come out the same person. He was trying to throw his flurries, and they were off the mark, and Dev was smothering his work, which was smart. And it was making me mad because I wanted Loma to win this fight. I didn't want Devin Haney to win this fight. But as soon as this round was over, I was like, yeah, I already know who won. It was Devin Haney. It was I wasn't gonna say it was easy to score, but you can just tell who won the fight. It wasn't a robbery, guys. It wasn't a robbery. Take all your bias out of it, turn the sound off, and really score the fight. Just score the fight. I wanted Loma to win, and I knew he lost. Simple as that. He's known for taking round 12 off for some odd reason. He did the same thing against Tio, and he just did against Devin. It is what it is. But don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, comment what fight should I do next.